Hi, I'm Nancy Arcayna, and we're at Egan's training center, and we're going to learn some self-defense moves from Alex O'Loughlin and Egan Inoue.
Basically, we were looking for some type of charity, and I've always done like self-defense things, and Alex came along, and he was down for the whole helping and giving up some of his time, and he knows a lot of what I do, and so it just was a natural thing for us to work together. We have a lot of people asking for women's self-defense, and so we thought maybe that'd be something, and we tried it last year and it was a success, so we're doing it again.
Okay.
The other thing is that there's a lot of cases everywhere, but there's a lot of cases here of women getting into trouble, you know what I mean? And it happens everywhere. It happens in the daytime, in the parking lot, at the mall. Unfortunately, there's a terrible ice epidemic, and there's a lot of crime, and there's nowhere for it to go. Here, on the mainland, it can kind of get on a Greyhound bus and go to Toledo, but here it can't go anywhere. So it's not going to stop, and it's so important for people to be able to have some. If nothing else, Egan's class and Egan's seminar gives women the confidence to actually try to fight back.
Does being on Hawaii Five-0, does that make you more sensitive to crime or aware of it, and make you feel like a cop on the inside and you have to protect women?
Which one of those questions do you want me to answer first? No, it's a ridiculous television show. That's we all have fun watching and making, but no, it doesn't. It's like I've seen enough real life to know what's real. Before I did Hawaii Five-0. Hawaii Five-0 is kind of, I've learned a lot about like terrorism and other things that aren't going to affect me in a way that somebody attacking me or my family will affect me. But it's I don't know. It's been fun though. I've sharpened up I've got to train with Navy SEALs for 5 years. I'm pretty good with guns and stuff now. So, but what am I going to do with that? You know what I mean?
I hope you never have to use it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so Egan, how easy is it for women to catch on to these moves?
I think it's pretty simple. I mean, it's not anything real fancy, and it's a little different than most self-defense, and it's not a striking type of self-defense. So we're not, gouging eyes, kicking, growing. It's not anything like that. It's more like how to maneuver. It just makes sense because you use the strength of your body, which is your core.
So Alex, do you have to deal with screaming, hugging women? Instead of running away from you for self-defense, do they run toward you and grab you instead?
They were pretty cool last year, though, weren't they?
They're pretty good.
They were pretty good, and we did some photos and stuff at the end, of course, and that sort of stuff. But yeah, they were good. We had a good time, and I think the women that come to this, I mean, it's great. They understand it's a fundraiser, and if my presence here attracts people and gives people a motivation to sort of write a check, who are in a position to do that, it goes to such a great cause. And also it's the self-defense thing is legitimate, and Egan teaches such great stuff, and so it's they actually leave with something. It's not just go and meet the guy on the show and then pay some money. They actually leave with something practical they can use.
Okay, so most of the time when you have a takeaway or someone grabs you by the wrist and wants to take someone away like this, the thing that's taught most is to
pull away.
To pull away, but they usually have you turn your wrists, right? So they want you to turn the wrists up like that to take it away. So try to do that real quick, right? So that's what the normal thing is. But if for real someone really wanted to take you away, try to do it again. You can't really move it. I'm not that big of a guy, right? So if I had a big guy, there's no way she was gonna do it. But this is how we usually do it. So you always do exactly what the attacker expects, which means you're gonna fight back. But what you're gonna do that's different is that you're gonna come toward me, and as you come toward me, you can bend your arm. Because if you just try to bend your arm like this, you can't do it. But if you come toward me as you bend your arm, so come slowly, you bump your shoulder toward me and twist. Yeah, keep twisting, roll around my back, and then she torques my wrist, and then she's gone. Yeah, but what she just did was not self-defense. It's attacking, right? So what we want to do is we want to make sure that you get away, right? So this is how it looks like. So this is how simple it is to learn. I just taught her that real quick. I pull, she pulls back, she comes toward me, and then turns, and then she keeps going.
And then I really run away.
And she really runs away. So that would be one of the techniques that we're going to do, and people will see how easy something like that is to learn. So this is the technique we're going to do. the most dangerous spot for a lady, or the worst place a lady can be, is on their back, and the guy in between, right? Their legs. So this is what happens. So if I came up to Heather and I threw her on the ground and I was in here and I was trying to choke her, right? What is she gonna do, right? So something real simple that all she's gonna do is she's gonna get my hands away from, just like that, right? So look, she just lift her hands straight up toward her head, and then it's gonna make me post. Right? When I sit back up to regain myself, or I want to hit her, she's gonna sit up and she's gonna do what we call it hip girl, and then that's what it looks like.
Yay! Go Heather!
Is that pretty simple?
Yeah.
It didn't feel so good for me, but
Oh.
I'm sure she felt good doing it. But
That's
that would be another
awesome.
technique that they've probably learned.